Check this one. From the following series, which one is more consistent? There what we have for consistent, if coefficient of variance of A is less than coefficient of variance of B, A is consistent, or A is reliable, or A is stable. So in this question, what they have asked us to find standard deviation or mean or median, what they have asked here? From the following series, which is more consistent? For consistency, what we have to do? We have to find coefficient of variance, that is standard deviation into 100 divided by mean. Isn't it or not? So to find coefficient of variance, here how many series are given to us? Two series are given, series A and series B. So first we have to think that series A is our question. This is our question. These two belongs to one question. If you think in that way, then you can't do. It looks like discrete series, but series A is individual series, series B is individual series. So you have to find individual series standard deviation, individual series mean, then divide both the values, multiply by 100, you will get the answer. Now for series A we have to take, consider the series A values as x. So values of x are 20, 28, 32. One of you add and tell me the value. 50, 60 and 75. Summation x. How much? 234. Wrong. How much? 305. After x, you should find mean. Sigma x by n. Sigma x is 305 divided by how many values are there? 7 values are there. So value for mean, answer for mean is how much? 305 by 7. 43.571. This is mean. Once we have mean 43.571, you can write this one as 43.6 to 1 decimal. We need to find small x, x minus mean. Then we need x square. Why we need x square? Because in standard deviation, square root of sigma x square by n is there. Why we need standard deviation? We need standard deviation for coefficient of variance. Coefficient of variance of a standard deviation answer into 100 divided by mean we have to do. Once again check it out. We have to find mean of this individual series. To find mean of individual series, we have to find sum of this one 305 then divided by n. Sum of the numbers by n equals to mean. Once we got the value of mean, you can take correct to 1 decimal places. Then to find standard deviation, we have to use this formula. You should know this one. Earlier in standard deviation, I have explained you for individual series. This is the formula for standard deviation. Small x square, x minus mean, 20 minus 43.6. They can tell the values. If anyone have phone and in group, I have sent the answer of morning session. They can tell values by seeing that. 20 minus 43.6 minus 23.6. 28 minus 43.6. 32 minus 43.6. See, already calculated values are there. Anyone have, you can check it out. 40 minus 43.6. 50 minus 43.6. 60 minus 43.6. 75 minus 43.6. Now, while squaring this 23.6, you have to take 23.6 into 23.6. Answer. How much we got? 556.96. Next. 2. 134.56. 40.
985.96.
Summation x square. If we add all these values, what is the answer we'll get? 243 to like that you tell. 2.72. Check this one once again. We have series. Two series are given. When consistent what is given to you, they have not a standard deviation, they have not a mean, nothing. What we are doing, we have to find mean, we have to find standard deviation. Both the answers we have to substitute in coefficient of variance formula for series A. Same thing again we will follow for series B also. First we will find for series A. Here root over 2243.72 divided by n. So divide them 2243.72 by 7. Find square root now. How much? 17.903. This is standard deviation. We have to find coefficient of variance. So standard deviation value divided by mean value. Mean is 43.6 into 100. So if you multiply this one by 100 and divide by 43.6, we will get 41.061 for coefficient of variance of A. Now see, to check stability or to check consistency, what we have to do? First series A, these three terms. Then same thing for series B. Because already we have used these x variables, you can take y variable, or if you want you can take x variable again. I am taking y to this value, second line. 15, 30, 20, 35, 60, 25, 30. Now summation y means total of this value. Summation y is 215. Now we have to find mean of y. Sigma y divided by n. So how much? 215 divided by 7. So the answer is 30.7 we will consider. So once we have the value of mean, we need small y, which is y minus mean of y. Then we will take y square. Why we are doing this one? In order to get standard deviation value. Standard deviation equals to root over sigma x square is now sigma y square by n. That's why we need y square here. To get y, 15 minus 30.7. Minus 15.7. If you square this value, you will get 246.49. Similarly, 30 minus 30.7 minus 0.7. If you square this one, 0.49 will get. 20 minus 30.7 minus 10.7. Then same thing we have 29.3. After subtraction we will get these values. Then after squaring this one, to square 10.7 into 10.7. 114.49, 18.49, 858.49, 32.49, 0.49. Then we have summation y square. Summation y square value is 1271.43. So this one 1271.43 divided by n 7. If we divide them, then after dividing immediately find square root of this value. After dividing and taking square root, we will get 13.47. This is the value of standard deviation of y. We need coefficient of variance of series B. Standard deviation into 100 divided by mean. So standard deviation is 13.47 into 100 divided by mean value. Mean is 30.7. After multiplying and dividing this value, we will get 43.876. So this is coefficient of variance of B. Now have a look on these two. Coefficient of variance of A and coefficient of variance of B. Whatever answer is less, that is more stable or more consistent. Don't think that if the answer is more, that is more consistent. Not like that. What is more consistent means whose coefficient of variance is lesser than the coefficient of variance of second series, that is more consistent. Therefore, A is consistent or more consistent, you have to write. Got it? Check it out once again. We have given this question from the following series. We have to find which is more consistent. To find which is more consistent, what we will do? First we will take series A. For consistent, what we have to do, that you should remember first. We have to find this coefficient of variance of A and coefficient of variance of B. In this you have standard deviation, mean. So you should know the process of finding mean as well as standard deviation. So what is the process of mean? We have to find x, sigma x, you will get the value of mean by sigma x by n if you do. Then to find standard deviation, small x and x square is needed. So in that way you can remember this one. to have an internal choice in this question, these questions, and as well as previous questions.
See, from the two models of refrigerators, what we need to find which one is more stable or more reliable we have to consider. So this is the information provided by this one. Class interval is given to us 0 to 2, 2 to 4 till 8, 10 to 12. Model A and model B. That means two series are given. One series I will do, one series you can try from your side. I will do for model A. X values. So X values are not a class interval, and whatever value is given to us, that is frequency. Previous question in model A, what they have given? Only single line. They have not given any class value. That is individual series. Here we have model A and what they have given? Class interval, model A. Then for second question, what you have to do? Second bit, class interval and model B values as frequency you have to take. Now class interval and frequency, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12. 2, 7, 12, 19. So what we have? 5, 16. I was checking how many of them are following this one. UI, Fi into UI. UI square, Fi into UI square. For model A we have to do this table. Again for model B also you need to do the table. Now why we are doing this one? They are not a standard deviation, but why we are using this one? Reason? Coefficient of variance of model A is standard deviation into 100 divided by mean. For that we have mean columns here, then standard deviation columns. Xi mid value, so H is difference between them. Then summation Fi 50, 0 plus 2 by 2, 1, 2 difference 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Then Ui, if we consider A as first value, then this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 minus 1 divided by 2, that is 0. In the same way, Fi into Ui, 5 into 0, 16 into 1, 13 into 2, 7 into 3, 5 into 4, 4 into 5. Ui square 0, 1, 4, 9, 16 and 25. Then Fi into Ui square. While doing that one, we have to consider the column Fi and column Ui square. 5 into 0, 16 into 1, 13 into 4, 7, 9. 5 into 16, 25 into 4. Summation Fi Ui square. Summation Fi Ui. This is 311. This is the box for model A. Now we have to find mean first. Mean is equals to A plus sigma Fi Ui by sigma Fi into H. A is 1 plus sigma Fi Ui 103 by sigma Fi 50 into H. Now multiply that one, 103 into 2 divided by 50 plus 1. This is mean. After mean, what we need? Standard deviation. Sigma Fi Ui square by sigma Fi minus, in bracket we have sigma Fi Ui by sigma Fi whole square, outside into H is there. Now sigma Fi Ui square 311 by sigma Fi 50 minus sigma Fi Ui. Now 103 by 50, how much? 103 by 50 into, see what you need to do is
103 divided by 50. The answer is 2.06. One more time, 2.06 we need to multiply. 4.2436. Then 311 by 50. 6.22. Then minus 4.2436. 1.9764. Then find square root of it. Multiply by 2. So the answer is 2.8116. This is standard deviation. Now we have standard deviation into 100 divided by mean. Mean value is how much? 5.12. 54.915. This is coefficient of variance of A. Same process, what you need to do, same process you have to follow for this one. How to consider this one? Class interval will be same, only frequency will change, and you can find coefficient of variance. If you find coefficient of variance of B is less than A, that time B is more stable or more reliable or more consistent. If you find A is less than B, same thing we have to do. Okay? Copy done.